Do not throw another tennis ball for your dog until you watch this video. Wait, what? Isn't throwing a ball great for your dog? Isn't it an awesome cardio exercise to get the heart pounding and the muscles going? Doesn't it help your dog focus on you in potentially difficult situations? And it harnesses that prey drive, that need to chase that's there in so many dogs. And it's cheap fun in a small space or for people with limited mobility to exercise their dog. Yes, it can be all of those things, but we've got to think about some small considerations here. Frantic movements on cold muscles can cause all sorts of injuries, especially in very old and very young dogs. For young dogs, always limit the amount of exercise based on the breed and the age of your dog. Don't keep repetitively throwing the ball. Repetitive motions cause the worst injuries. And do other things as well. Loose lead walking, recall and socialization are all way more important for your young dog. So these things should be taking up more of your walk than just thinking of running about. And again, older dogs, especially with a high drive for their ball, can overreach themselves and be a little more crazy than they would be in trying to get to that ball. So consider similar fun activities that they can do with less stress, such as searching for a hidden ball, or teaching awesome impulse control so the dog waits until the ball stops moving before he goes to fetch it. I'll have videos up on this really soon. This is such a good trick to teach. Or roll the ball across the ground so there's less jumping and twisting, but they still get a little bit of a gentle chase. And for all dogs, warm them up before intense exercise. Don't just drive to where you want to go with your dog in the car for half an hour. Get them out and immediately start them running about. Think of warming them up with a short walk beforehand, or even some of my stretching exercises, like the weave between legs trick. And also practice your ball throwing skills so your dog isn't taking spectacular, uncomfortable looking leaps and landing in funny places. Tennis balls can actually be bad for your dog's teeth. They have a slightly abrasive surface that over a long period of time, over the years of your dog fetching the ball, can actually wear down the teeth a bit. And not only that, but the surface of the tennis ball is a great habitat for bacteria. So look into teeth-friendly dog toys and check and clean your dog's toy often, or at the very least don't leave it festering out overnight in the damp garden. Speaking of tennis balls, also check the size of the ball is appropriate for your dog. Sometimes the ball lands at the perfect angle, at the perfect speed that it can actually go down the throat of your dog, blocking off its airway, and this can be very dangerous. So either always consider toys on ropes or look at the size of the ball. In general, any dog over the size of a small collie, really a tennis ball is too small for them. So look into alternatives. And of course, a stick isn't a great alternative, as they can land funny and cause all sorts of horrible injuries to your dog. Another problem is the dog can become obsessed with the ball, spending the entire walk walking backwards, staring, waiting for you to throw the ball only to race off, come back, and not interacting with its habitat, not sniffing, not doing normal dog things. And potentially they give off some really rude body language to other dogs, or they can even become slightly reactive if another dog or person startles them when all their focus was waiting for that ball. And although great exercise is a good start to having a well-behaved dog, actually expecting a dog to build up all this adrenaline and then do nothing is actually setting them up for bad behaviour. If you're expecting your dog to have 1 or 2 intense play sessions a day between you going to work and you wanting to settle down and chill for the night, this is a little like expecting a toddler to go to a really exciting party and then nothing else but sit and be quiet all the time. The dog's adrenaline is through the roof, so expecting them to be able to be calm after this is expecting a bit much. So again, as well as a warm up, you need to think of a cool down, doing some perhaps scent games or just a nice calm walk after playing with the ball. So playing fetch can be a good part of your dog's life, but it shouldn't be all of it. I'm Pam of Agile Canines. Don't forget, subscribe and come back often for more dog training tips and advice.